I'm Matt Bouchard with REIT.com, and I'm here in San Diego for REIT World 2012. Joining me for this edition of CEO Spotlight is Deborah Cafaro, Chairman and CEO of Ventas. Welcome.
Thanks. Great to be here.
When an investor is looking at a sector that has fantastic fundamentals, there's kind of a natural tendency to lift all boats with a rising tide, and few sectors have had as strong a fundamentals as healthcare has. Does that make it difficult to distinguish an individual company's performance?
Well, Ventas has had great returns for investors, and that's what we really pride ourselves on. We've actually had 32% compound annual return for over 12 years. And that's one of the things we pride ourselves on. We also have a $26 billion healthcare and senior housing portfolio, mostly private pay focused. And we really believe that we need to bring three critical competencies to the table. One is raising capital, one is allocating capital wisely when we make investments, and the third is managing our assets. And that's really how we like to distinguish ourselves.
And due in part to these very strong fundamentals, the healthcare sector has been a hotbed for activity this year.
Yes.
And Ventas has taken part in that. Do you think this pace will continue in 2013?
Well, Ventas, we've acquired $13 billion of assets since the beginning of 2011.
So that's definitely your fair share, yes.
And $1.7 billion so far this year, and all those investments have made money for shareholders and created value for Ventas shareholders. I would say demographics drive our business, investments drive our business, and we definitely see healthcare as one of the most dynamic, biggest, most fragmented sectors, and that creates a great landscape for additional external growth.
And one of the other advantages that Ventas has for its shareholders is the diversity across the healthcare sector of the properties that you own.
Exactly. I mean, we like to think of it as a very flexible business model. We are focused on healthcare and senior housing, and so we bring that focus to bear, but we also can invest at different times in different cycles across multiple asset types within healthcare. So senior housing, medical office buildings, nursing, hospitals, life sciences, et cetera. And each one of those has its own kind of life cycle for investments and its own risk-reward profile. And so we've worked within that universe to build a really diversified, balanced portfolio that's created value for shareholders.
And in the near term, which of those areas do you expect to kind of be an outperformer, and which may be struggling in the near term?
Well, we are strong believers in seniors housing and in medical office buildings. Both, of course, are driven by demographics, and both are essentially private pay businesses. I would say that skilled nursing is a low-cost provider and certainly is a business that is an important component of the healthcare delivery system for seniors. Given some of the budget pressures, I would say that some of the providers may have some margin pressures over the coming couple of years, but we believe the healthcare REITs, which are really landlords to those businesses, should continue to receive their rental payments from the nursing home operators.
And lastly, what do you see as the dominant trend or theme in the healthcare industry in the coming year?
I mean, it's definitely demographics. It is an inexorable, powerful trend. The over 85s are the fastest growing segment of the U.S. population. That's the cohort that uses skilled nursing. It uses our senior housing communities from coast to coast. And then, of course, the baby boomers, 79 million of us, first group turning Medicare eligible last year, and there we see our medical office building and outpatient setting really serving that population. So demographics are the name of the game, as well as dividends.
Deb, thank you so much for joining us.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks so much.
For more on this and other REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.